Hello there everybody, this is Graham, also known as the Collector 75, and welcome back to another Transformers review. Right, for this review I am going to be doing the Crossfire O2 A and B Munitioner and Explorer sets that comes with the combat unit appendage to turn the the Energon Bruticus Maximus set, or if you've got the where is it, my Universe, oh come here, the Universe, oh I can't even see it, there we go, the Universe Bruticus Maximus, in a plastic bag at the moment, into the Fansproject Bruticus, which it looks absolutely fucking impressive. And now then, I'm going to do this review in sort of 3 parts, mainly because I was going to try and do it all in one, and they're far too bloody long. Anyway, right, so this review I'm just going to be concentrating on the 2 figures, and then I'm going to do another review where I'm going to add all the bits that come with them onto the various figures, and then one final review where I just combine it into the Bruticus. That is probably the one everyone's going to watch, but there we go. Right, so we're going to start here with, I'm going to start on this one. This is of course, was it Munitioner, but we all know him as Swindle. I'm just going to call him Swindle throughout this review, so, because obviously, you know, they couldn't call him it because of copyright and everything like that. Fantastic box in G1 style, absolutely great. And you look at the back of the box and it shows you all the little bits that come with him and everything like that. And then the great thing is, if you add it to the box of Explorer, also known as Blast Off, when you turn it around like this, it creates a long picture, well, a bigger picture of Bruticus there. Fantastic stuff. Right, I'm going to pop those down there. And now I'm going to get on to the first figure, which I promised you, which is of course Munitioner, but also, well, better known really as Swindle. I'm not totally exactly sure what sort of car he is, like a Hummer, but he's like one of the army use, everything like that as well. But it's pretty damn good. It's well detailed, great moulded detail and everything. The wheels just roll very, very easy. He's got the little gun on top, which does come off like that, and it fits in very easy. And you can turn it like that. Pretty damn good if you ask me. I put a little Decepticon sign, don't know if it's going to come out too well, just on top there. And I put a little one on the back there, just like a, don't know, rear number plate or something like that. I do have a few issues with it. I know these connectors at the front here do the same job as Brawl, we're going to call this fella Brawl, where they connect to the foot piece, but at least on Brawl they did make them try and make more like machine guns. On this fella, of course, they're just plain. A bit of a shame, but you know, I'm not going to lose no sleep over it or nothing like that. Yeah, pretty good. If you can hear that noise in the back, that's my hamster chewing at the bars. Right, so we're going to transform this guy. The transformations on this, I wouldn't call them hard, but they're annoying, but they're still in a fun way. Right, so the first thing we do, as you might have seen me do, is just take the little gun off like that. Then we flip out these little front pieces, like this. Oh, there you go. There we go. Just flip these out, do it so you can actually see it. There we go, like that. Then just raise them up. Then we've got to try and get these feet out. The whole front section of the car becomes the feet. And so what we're going to do is you've got to try and pull them out at the same time. Don't bloody break it. I find it maybe just easier to split the feet like that and then try and get each one out individually. Because they're tabbed in, pegged in, there we go. And it's just very annoying, you've got to get it past this sort of like top piece just here. There we go, right, so I'm going to get this out like that, without trying to break it so much. There we go. Right, so once you've got these out, you just flip them down, and the joints on this are very, very tight. He's superposable, so he's got articulation everywhere. Right, so once you've got him in this position, you can get these little knee sort of like pads. Just flip them back in like that. They become exactly that, just little knee pads. Once you've got them like that, these his feet are sort of like on little ball joints as well, so he's, you know, you can put him in some great poses. Turn around to the back here, he's got this little heel spur just here, and flip that down, and the one just here. That helps him stand a great deal easier. Right, then we come back round to the front, or the side rather. We get the whole back section and then just flip it down to the rear, like that. And it sort of just does a good job of hanging off there. It is a bit of kibble, unfortunately, but you know, what can you do on these sort of figures? Something's going to happen somewhere. The next thing we do is we basically, let me do it so you can see it. We take the, what can be the door sections, and we just separate them there. And again on this side, just there like that. Then we just easily bring them all down like that, and then just rotate it just there like that, and that's going to be his arm. And then we do the same on this side, so we can see it and I can show you. There we go. You just bring it down there and then just rotate that down like that. And then the last thing we're going to do is open up this little panel on his chest and then flip up the robot head. And it's a great version of his head there. Just going to make sure it clips into place. There we go. His head is on a little ball joint. I don't think it's going to pick out too well, mainly because I've got to get some better lighting. Let me try that. There we go. It might pick out a little bit better, but it's still very, very good. He is, like I say, superposable. You can move. Oh yeah, I forgot to push this backpack in a little bit. Gets rid of it a tiny bit, not much. Put his little gun in his hand, like that. And you can also get one of the other little guns that comes with him, which is this piece here. And we open up this little section like that. Flip down this little tab, so you can hold the damn thing. And then that goes in there like that. And then that is Swindle in robot mode. And like I say, you can put him in all manner of decent poses. I mean, these are the figures that really Hasbro should be bringing out, but they just don't. And you know, and I think that's what really lets Hasbro down sometimes, because he's absolutely a fantastic figure. I mean, when I got these, oh my god, I couldn't wait to get these out of the packet. I put them in Bruticus mode, and my god, does that look great. So that is going to be great to show. Right, so that's Swindle. Pop him down there. And then we're going to move on to Blast Off. Now he is, of course, I think he's some sort of a unmanned drone, sort of like space shuttle. I put the nice little Decepticon signs on the wings here, just gives him an added look. I know the actual figures didn't come with none because obviously of copyright issues and everything, so I just put my own on. Absolutely fantastic. I love this mode. The tail section here looks a bit funny because that was become his sword or his axe in robot mode, of course. It's fantastic. Got loads of detail. Don't know if the camera's going to pick it out too well in this light, but it's absolutely brilliant. I do love it. Underneath it does have a little bit of robot kibble, but you know, what can you do? It just looks really fantastic. You know, you can fly it around, absolutely brilliant. I think these are about the size of Voyager. No, not Voyager. Pardon me. Don't know, probably just under deluxe. No, probably just, I don't know, around the deluxe size class toys. But these are absolutely brilliant, brilliant toys. But they're not toys. Actually, no, they're not toys. They are actually display pieces, because you try and play with them and they're going to move everywhere. And especially Bruticus, you try and play with that, bits are going to fall off, unfortunately. Right, are there any more I can say about this? You can put him in battle as like a launch mode in when you connect it to Onslaught. I'll show that in my next review. Probably just as a picture, because it's a bit annoying to try and get into it, but you know, and it looks alright actually. I quite like it. Yeah, so that's about it for his shuttle mode. Let's get on to transforming him, and it's a little bit fiddly in places. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to come around this way. We detach these little bits on the side here, like that, and it's on a little ball joint, and you just rotate it all the way up, like so, if I can grab it. And then you've got to keep moving it as the transformation does progress, especially when you're getting his arms out. The next thing we're going to do is you've got to try and get these sections out, which can be a little bit fiddly. So what I do is I just split the legs first of all, get rid of the little axe, and then we'll come back to that later, and then just sort of fiddle it around until one of the little tabs just gets released out of there. That allows you then to push this section out, and then it just sort of like, let me show you, just get it the way you see it, and it just sort of like rotates all the way up because it's on another little hinge like that. So then we just, like I say, get the little tab out like that, and then it just rotates all the way up and just easily connects into place. It's got a little tab just there. I don't know if it's going to show too well, but it's just a lot nice, easily stays there in position. And that is about as hard as it actually gets for this transformation. The next thing is quite easy. Just fold the wings back like that. Get his little feet. Just rotate them out, and you can hear them clicking into place like so. You've got to be careful because they're on ball joints and it sounds like they're going to break, but it seems quite sturdy. And once they're in place, come around to the back. You see this little tab here. I don't know if it's going to pick it out too well. Just got to flip it up. That's what Bruticus's hand will connect to in Bruticus mode. Then you can just angle his feet a little bit. And then, as you can see, his hands are just tucked away in here. I just use my fingernail just to disconnect the hands from there. Then these bits always bloody end up moving off these little tabs. There we go. So then you can just rotate this down like that. Now I think my camera is just about to run out, so I'm going to stop this here and we'll carry on in a second. Yes. So we've rotated this down like so, and then we just need to flip out the arms. Now then we disconnect them slightly. Oh, there we go. These bits are moved again because you put too much pressure on them and they just move out of position. Right, so I'm going to move the arms. I don't know, make sure my fingers aren't in the way. Oh, I think you've got to pull them up slightly. Yeah, you just got to pull the arms up slightly just because they're on a funny little hinge. As you rotate them this way, as you come down, just rotate this back section just round like that. Then as you bring the arm round, it should end up in this position like that, which is pretty good. So as this one comes round, just rotate it up slightly. There we go, and that allows you to bring the arm fully round and into position. And there we have a blast off. Near enough. Now then, these little black bits on the front here, I'm going to do it so I can do the light so you can show it. I just angle this sort of way out in front of him, because otherwise he can't move his arms very well. I'm getting pissed off with these bloody bits at the back here. Right, so then we open up, again like on Swindle, we just open up this section at the front here, and Blastoff's head is just easily tucked away in there. So we flip that up into position and then rotate this down to make sure it clicks into place. You know it when you've got it. There we go. And that is Blastoff in robot mode. Once you get these bloody back sections to stay in place. There we go. Yeah, there we are. Let me just straighten that up. And he looks damn well bloody good. I actually really do like this figure. He's absolutely great. The detail on him is absolutely phenomenal. You can move that little head about anywhere you want. Brilliant stuff. He's got, don't know, it's just absolutely brilliant. It's a great homage to the G1 Blastoff as well. Now then, you can get his little axe thing. Here it is. Pretty good. And that will just easily fit into his little hand. There he goes. Like that. And that's Blastoff there. With his little axe. And where's the other gun that comes with him? Comes with this other gun. Pretty good little gun. So we're going to put that in his other hand. Try and make sure that his arm's quite straight actually. Oh, there we go. And now he'll just hold that quite comfortably. Rotate that out of the way. And there's Blastoff. Armed for battle. He just looks absolutely fucking great actually. Pretty damn good. But if you want my opinion, you don't get these guys for their individual modes actually, because when they are combined into Bruticus, well fuck me, they look fucking brilliant. And definitely worth the money. I think I paid about £90 for both of these, which is pretty good. I got these guys from, I can't remember now, off eBay from Japan. So I had to wait for them to come obviously. But well worth the wait. I'll tell you what, even the instruction book, it's a generic instruction book with both sets. If I can get him to stand up, there he goes. So you only need the one instruction book, just take one out of one box and then you can put the other one away. Absolutely brilliant, like I say, it's a great little instruction book for both of them. And as you go through it, if I can get it, you've got nice little colour photographs of everything, how it transforms, a bit like the old G1 style. And this is where Hasbro should take note, because some of the instruction books that it puts out, absolute fucking shit, and you can't tell what the fuck's going on. Anyway, right, so that's part one done. I'll get on to part two, where I'm going to attach all the individual combat appendage parts to the actual other Combaticons, namely Onslaught here, and Vortex and Brawl. And I shall see you in that review. Bye for now.